Afternoon guys, Andy the Budget Angler here, just out. I've managed to grab an afternoon off on a Sunday. It's been absolutely manic at the moment, life, I'm really sort of like having to slot time in for fishing ad hoc, not getting much of a chance to kind of plan for the conditions or anything. So today I grabbed the lightest and easiest kit I could. It's my fly fishing gear. I'm coming down to the village pond in anticipation of the trout season opening around here in the rivers, which is the end of March around here. I know it's opened elsewhere already. I'm not really sure on those bylaws, how they sort of work, why they are. The fact that they're all different, and I mean the time of the year that you can catch trout doesn't seem to me to coincide with the breeding season for them, but I might be wrong on that. You might be able to advise me better on that if you know a bit more about it. I do have a suspicion that, as I believe, trout fishing is kind of like the preserve of, or fly fishing I should say, traditionally it feels like to me anyways, the preserve of like rich and powerful people, or at least people with a bit of money. And so I do wonder if these bylaws came into force with sort of the landed gentry were like, you know, no Mr. Town Clerk, you're not going to stop me from catching my trout fly fishing. You know, I'm a rich, powerful man, and I want a law that allows me to do it. Don't know. That's just me with my, you know, musings. I haven't done loads of research into it, but it does seem a bit strange that they're all different per region as well, and you can use different methods. I know some places you can actually use worms, I think, to catch trout. Although, yeah, I mean, I think that's, you know, you've got to give the rivers a rest, to be honest. Unless, you know, I mean, the stocked trout fisheries and that may be a bit different, but yeah. Anyway, I'm wittering. Yeah, so fingers crossed. I want rudd and roach in this pond. I'm going to try with some slightly bigger flies. The weather's been fantastic the last 10 days or so. It's been pretty much wall-to-wall sunshine. Some of the gardens suffered a bit from that, but there you go. But that does mean that the water will be nice and warm, and it's a bit more overcast today. This is the start of a cooler sort of period coming on. So I'm hoping that the water's still going to be warm, the fish will be biting, and they'll be up near the surface looking for the sort of insects that would have hatched in the last few days with all this sunshine. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get a few fish for you. Oh, we're in already, guys. Oh, going absolutely mad. Roach, not a very big one. Very optimistic. Lovely little roach there. That was just that's a size 12, believe it or not, that fly. It's like a grey nymph with a bit of hare's ear dubbing. It's in an olive with a green metallic head. Really struggling today, guys. I don't know if you can see that little bit of leaf there that's just been caught on the fly. You can probably see it all in the water there. I think where the warm weather's sort of got the algae blooming at the bottom and oxygen coming up, it's kind of lifted some of this debris off the bottom, and the wind's kind of swirling but more or less coming this way, and there's nowhere suitable for fishing over that side, so I'm kind of lumbered with it. So I've stuck a little strike indicator on and kind of trying to fish in between it, but I still keep catching bits. But yeah, I missed a few bites as well, which was annoying. Well, about time, guys. There, another little roach that was just down in front of me. I just saw a little movement, and I dropped the fly, and it grabbed it. Absolutely cracking little thing. This is really tough. There's so much debris. I just keep picking it up on every run. I've taken the indicator off now, but yeah. There we go, first run of the day. I've gotten onto a little buzzer. It's a little black and red one, and I just thought, because there's a lot of little tadpoles been hatching out, and I've seen a few swimming around, so I guess the fish are after them. But yeah, only a tiddler, but I'll take it. Oh, this is a little bit better. Oh, lovely. Cracking roach there, guys. Absolutely beauty. Not a whopper by any means, but for here, that's a lovely fish. A lovely hand-sized roach with absolutely almost fin perfect. Got a slight split in his tail, but a beautiful orange eye on him. I'm chuffed to bits with that. Oh, or has it come off? Oh no, it's still on. tiny little rud there. That might be the smallest fish I've ever caught on a fly. Oh. Another fat little roach. That was a big hook as well as a size 12. He's absolutely nailed it. I have to get the discorder out for that one, but lovely fish. Oh. Well, they're not getting any bigger. Another better one. Not huge. Great fun nonetheless. I just scaled the fly down to probably about a size 16, maybe that's even an 18, a big 18. But yeah, lovely little roach. I'll just show you there sort of the flies I've been using. These have all been tied by me. They're a bit of a mishmash. I kind of just go on YouTube, look at sort of various patterns. There's a guy called David McPhail that does really good fly tying videos, and he sort of made his own. And I kind of look at them and I either tie them exactly as or change them or change the hook size or something like that. But I mean, for the little stuff I've been using, I've been catching. Obviously, I haven't been using anything like these. These are going to be quite heavy beaded sort of flies, and these are all I tied all of these with a view to taking on the Norfolk Broads. They're all tied on fairly thick gauge wire hooks, or weighted. Some of them are weighted with like a little tiny bit of lead flashing inside the actual fly itself. But these are some of the ones I was sort of using on the video you've just seen. So that's sort of like a size 18, like a little nymph there. Just that's got a very fine silver wire wrapped around it to add a bit of weight to make it sink faster. That's a little bit of a buzzer there. That one, that's getting a bit damaged now. That one I've used a few times. Sort of like that's like a shrimpy sort of buzzer thing there. That one has got a little bit of lead flashing actually inside it. Whether that's probably focusing, I don't know. Here's a bit. Yeah, another buzzer there. They're all wrapped with a bit of wire. That was these are the sort of bigger ones. So that's like a silvery. Sort of that one there's like got like a silvery foil sort of tinsel wrapped around it, and that was like that one there. Sorry, was the olive sort of seal's fur, or it might be hare's ear dubbing, and a metallic green head. That's just wound wire to create that little head there. You can see, but yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm not 100% sure it's really what the fly looks like. It's kind of just if it sort of sits right in the water and presented right and looks a bit like an insect, and you can see obviously. Some of them are a bit more sort of fluffy and hairy, to kind of give the impression of legs and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed tying the flies, and I really enjoyed catching fish on flies that I've tied myself. So yeah, just give you a bit of an overview on that, and hopefully you sort of can see in a bit more detail what I'm using. And if you want to give it a go, then you know that's kind of the stuff I'm using. Well, that was a bit of fun. That was probably the last day that the weather was even reasonable. Since then, it's been absolutely terrible. It's been freezing. It's been snowing all day here today. But yeah, so good. Yeah, great to be out on the fly rod. Really enjoyed that. Hopefully, you sort of got something out of the little flies I just showed you a minute ago, and you liked all those. I really would urge anyone to give it a go. If you can get yourself an entry-level fly fishing kit. From the internet, or if you've got lucky enough to have a tackle shop that stocks fly fishing equipment, go and have a look what you can get. That's a 3-weight rod and 3-weight reel. I can get a reasonable cast on it, although I couldn't really there because of the trees and bushes around me. So you'll see I was kind of fudging the casting, and I'm no great shakes at the best of times anyway. But yeah, I really get a lot of satisfaction out of fly fishing, and when you can catch coarse fish on it, especially in a still water like that, it gives you the option for fly fishing all year round. So it's brilliant. I don't think there's anything else I was going to say really. So it really just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed that, please hit that thumbs up. Please consider dropping me a sub, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys, fish on.